We are currently recording, so I'm going to see if I can get this to work. So today we're going to look at counting to find slope. Now last night's homework talked a little bit about what slope is, and what is slope? David, what do you think? The steepness of an object or a line. Yeah, exactly. So in the video from last night, it was a mountain whenever I was up in Colorado. And then it was a bicycle, like a bicyclist going up the side of a mountain-ish.
Colorado? Did you go there recently?
I went there a few years ago.
Oh, really? That's where I'm almost been. Is it nice up there? I've heard it's really awesome. What, guys? I know you're
Okay, so on your foldable, the first graph looks like this. It's asking us to plot the points A, -2, -3, and B, 4, 5. So the first thing we need to do is label our X and Y axis. So our X is here, and our Y is here. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Ooh. And then we need to number them, and so my squares are very, very small, so I'm not going to number every single one of them. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make a mark and label it 5, and I'm going to number every fifth one. Make sure you're getting your negative numbers in there as well. Okay, and now I'm going to plot my first point. So point A is located at -2, -3. I start in the center or at the origin, and I go over to -2 and down -3. It's right there. Then to plot point B, I need to get to 4, 5. So again, I start at the origin, and I go over to +4 and up to +5. Oh, don't do that. It's like trying to lasso. You guys can't see it on the screen. Sorry. There we go. And so that's point B. And then we want to connect the dots. And that's the line that we want to know the slope of. Does anyone know from the video what slope is? Like, how do I find it in this case? Go for it, Riley.
Isn't it like you go up and then over?
Exactly. We're going to go up, and we call that rise. And then we're going to divide by how we go over, or the run. So our rise, we start at A, and we're just going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. And then we go over, or our run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So here our slope is 8 over 6. We want to keep it in fraction form even though we don't really like fractions. It makes it easier to plot the points and compare them. So we're going to keep them in fraction form. But 8 and 6 are both divisible by 2. So it's going to be the same thing as 4/3. So that's our slope. When you're doing this rise over run, make sure that you stay on the grid lines to count up and then over, and then make sure you count correctly. You can kind of get lost in the grid if by accident. Okay. Any questions on this one? Ready to see another one? All right. So here's the second grid on the foldable, and it wants us to plot the points A and B, and they're different this time around. But we need to set up our grid first. So we have an x-axis, a y-axis, and we're going to number this one the same as we did the last one. So we're going to plot our points. Point A is at -5, 2, so I start at the origin. I go over to -5 and up 2. That is point A. And then I plot point B, which is going to be over 4 and down to -6. Connect those dots, those points. And that's what we want to know the slope of. So someone other than David and Riley, what is slope? Jacob?
Rise over run.
Yes, sir. So slope is rise over run. Oh, that's not going to work. Read that. Rise. Oh, thank you. Oh, man. There we go. Rise. Look at that E. That looks good. Rise over run.
No dot in the height.
There's one, you just can't see it. Now there's two. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start with the rise. We're going to start on A. And our rise is actually doing what?
Declining.
It's declining. It's going down. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. So this is -8 units. And then our run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units. So our slope is the -8 divided by 9. And that's the answer. Any questions on this one? Okay, somewhere on pages 90 and 91. So last night's homework, you were supposed to take notes on page 91. But somewhere on those pages, we're going to draw a picture that talks about the different kinds of slopes that you can have. And there are 4 different kinds of slopes. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Hang on. All right, so the first kind of slope looks like this. And it just, like, paused on us. Keep playing. There it goes. Okay? And there are going to be 4 pieces, so don't let this take up too much room. This is a person who's going up the side of a mountain, and he thinks it's fun. So this slope is positive. And your person going up the side of the mountain does not have to look exactly like mine. Doesn't have to be perfect. The opposite of positive, and this is fun, would be something like this. The guy is going down the side of the mountain and he hates to ski. So this would be a negative slope.
So that kind of facing downward?
Well, kind of. I think he's trying to go back up the mountain because he hates going down the mountain so much.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I just drew a person.
But isn't going down the mountain a lot less?
I would not enjoy the free fall of skiing. I would have trouble with that. So this guy agrees with me, and he hates to ski.
I'd rather ride down at home on my bike.
I think I would rather. I think. What are they called when you go up the mountain? What are those things called?
The ski lift?
The ski lift. I think I would rather ride the ski lift up and not have to actually
Ski down.
fall
You
down
just
the
stay on
mountain.
it.
Huh?
Stay on it, it circles around and goes back down with you.
Oh, you can stay on it? See, I've never been skiing, so
You stay on it.
that's something I will do one day, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. The third type of slope that we have is just a flat slope, and it's kind of boring, so the guy is asleep. And this is a slope that is equal to,
Laying down.
because he likes to sleepwalk.
Because he's just a ninja sleeping.
So this is a slope of 0.
We have one more.
Yeah, we only got one more after this one. All horizontal lines, the flat lines like that, have a slope of 0. Every single one of them. Okay.
So that'll be easy when we have problems like
Yeah, those will be easy ones. And then the last one is a vertical line, and he's falling.
that. Okay.
I think so. He's really stretching out, trying to land on his feet.
Mine looks like he's skiing, like he's sliding down it, and he's having fun.
This slope is called undefined. Oh man, undefined. Oh man, here we go again. Okay, this means that it has a denominator of 0. So it looks like x divided by 0. And that means that it's undefined. You can't have it. It's a vertical line.
So it's like the flat, there's horizontal.
Yeah, so every single vertical line, it has an undefined slope.
Okay. Our little picture.
Here's my favorite.
The one that's falling down?
Mine looks like he's sliding
The
down.
one
like
that's
he's having
falling.
fun.
The one
What
that's
if
all
I
legs.
die?
The one that had no torso?
Mine looks like he's having fun going down the hill. It's flat.
Mine looks
Okay,
like
so you have a choice today. You can work in your skills practice books, pages 411 to 424, or you can work 2 activities on Khan Academy, whichever you choose. As I come around and help you, I will be adding to this video so that it's every class period gets a little more information on it.
okay.
Can resume recording. You can go here, add a picture.
I have that picture.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you can pick any point that you want. So like you can pick A and you can pick C. So you just draw on your page your line that represents your rise. So it'd be like this.
So we can go from A to B
Oh,
to
so
C.
Correct. You can pick either two.
But it has to start from A.
Well, I mean, you could do B to C. Because it's a straight line, so the change is going to be the same no matter which point you choose. So A is located at, it looks like, 480. And then we decrease
Somewhere in there.
down to Okay, you see how this is worth 90 right here? And then it's divided into thirds. So 90 divided by 3 is 30. Each grid line is worth 30. And then C goes down to 150. So slope
I'm just like writing it down as you go.
is equal to rise over run. Then the rise is 480 minus 150, so 330. Divided by, we gotta figure out the run.
So all these equal 1?
They
At the
shouldn't,
bottom,
not all of them. What do you mean by all?
Like
each one that's not
A
marked
to
is-
B is 180, B to C is 150, and A to C is 330.
Yes.
330.
Yes, all of, yeah, no matter which points you pick, you should get the same answer. Correct. But on the next problem, it might not be the same answer. So A starts at 4, and it goes to, what is that, 15? Okay, so it goes over to 15. So that's a difference of, what, 11? So then, do you see how you have 33 divided by 11 would be 3?
Wouldn't that be 30?
So then that 0 on the end makes it 30. And actually, we messed up because our rise was decreasing, so it's actually negative 30.
Okay, that makes sense.
Anyone else have a question on this one right here that we just worked? Do you notice how the little guy that we drew on the other one, he would be
Falling and sleeping.
he wouldn't be sleeping.
Falling and crashing.
He doesn't like skiing, right? So it's negative. So make sure your final answer is negative. Okay?
Okay, that makes sense.